Okay, so I have a confession to make. I started realizing a couple weeks ago that my body was super acidic. So if you're not familiar with body pH, it's really important to have our bodies around like a neutral pH or even slightly alkaline. And I've been testing my body and I realized I was pretty acidic. So I really wanted to commit to alkalizing my body for my own health, like to really be able to have optimum energy, optimum vitality. And so last week, I decided to commit to this. I went to the grocery store, I bought all alkaline foods, and I'm like, I'm going alkaline. And so part of that commitment was to give up coffee. And I've had a coffee addiction, you could say, for about 15 years. I've been drinking coffee for a very long time and I love it. And I've given up coffee quite a few times before in my life. And sometimes it's lasted a few days, sometimes a few weeks, sometimes a couple months, but I've always gone back to the coffee eventually. So it's been a pretty strong habit of mine. So just last week I decided, okay, I'm going alkaline and I'm going to give up the coffee and I'm going to start drinking tea. So this whole entire week I've been choosing tea over coffee because my intention, my goal is to be more alkaline. And even though I'd wake up in the morning and still want the coffee and still crave the coffee, I still chose the tea because that was my goal. And just this morning I had coffee. I know, I really, it was like my habit just spoke in that moment and was like, I'm having coffee this morning. And it was such a more unconscious decision. So I'm sharing this with you because when we have an intention of something that we want to create in life, whether it's with our health, whether it's with our business or our relationships or anything in life, if we have an intention of something that we want to create or achieve, then we're going to have to look at our current habits that may be conflicting with that intention or deterring or not serving that goal. So for me in this case it was, okay, if I really want to alkalize my body, I got to stop the coffee since coffee is really acidic. So I was able to do it for a week, and then I slipped this morning. I had coffee. Now, the old me, what I've done in the past is, I've been able to give up coffee for a certain period of time, and then as soon as I slip and have coffee again, then the next morning I go, oh, well, since I had coffee yesterday, it's okay, I'm just going to have it again, and then I slip right back into my coffee habit. So now, I am committed. Even though I slipped this morning, I'm not going to allow myself to just slip back into having coffee again every morning and forget all about my intention of alkalinity. I'm still going to commit myself to having tea or to choosing not to have the coffee in the morning, no matter how strong the craving is. And this is really important because nobody's perfect. You may have this goal or this intention and then, you commit to it for a little while and then you slip up. And if you're somebody that, when you slip up, you just kind of say, oh, well, forget it. I'm going back to my old ways. I'm just not somebody that can do this, or I can't make this happen, or I'm just not strong enough, or I'm weak, or whatever you may tell yourself. We're all human. We all slip up. We all, make mistakes, mistakes meaning, take actions that really aren't in alignment with what we really want, with what our intentions and goals are, and that's okay. All we need to do is get back on the wagon and choose again. So it's so funny because with this, this whole week of having tea, I was thinking like, oh, okay, I'm really excited that like I can, maybe share that I've given up coffee. And it was so perfect this morning that I decided to have coffee anyway. Cause I'm like, you know what? This is what happens. We're all human and we all do this. We all slip up. And what is most important is that we keep our commitment to our intention. And, really no matter if we slip or we fall back, to just keep going, to keep moving forward, and to keep commitment to our goal. So as soon as our commitment to our intention overcomes our habit, then we'll really start building that momentum and be able to create that result that we want. So again, I'm committed to tomorrow morning having tea, so I'm really excited to do that, and I feel really happy that I had this experience today of slipping and having the coffee and not beating myself up for it or not thinking that it needed to be any certain way or that, oh, I'm just going to go back to drink coffee now. No, I have awareness of this now, that things happen, slips happen, and I'm committing myself to keep moving forward. So thank you for for listening to my little confession today, and I ask you as well, what is something that you're wanting to create in your life or your business or your relationships where you have a clear intention and then you have a habit that may not be serving that intention, and what has been your experience with this habit? I would love to hear from you. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, leave me a comment, and I'll talk to you soon.